Today it is St. Valentine's Day, a solid contender for the most meh holiday ever. I still think New Year's Eve is by far the worst, no question about it, but I think ever since I've been on Earth, I have completely forgotten that Valentine's is like a thing people will celebrate. The only time I kinda partook in it was in primary school when we had to write letters to our classmates. I didn't receive any, but I do remember writing one to a girl, and all I wrote was bye, because the day after I had to go to the dentist. I felt like a soldier in a foxhole, inking his soul into a letter his fiancée would read only after his death. How can a kid be so suave? But the thing is, I didn't give it to her directly, that would have made much sense. Instead, I waited till the end of class and then left it on her desk as soon as she left the door. She never mentioned the letter to me, so I'm pretty sure the janitor just threw that card away. Aside from whatever fucking riz that was, I've never had someone special to spend it with. It's not all my fault, low-key it is because of the CIA, so I don't have memories to give meaning to. It is a holiday meant for two, I suppose. Every time I get something going in the world of romance, some inconvenience comes my way. I'm kinda embarrassed to admit, but a couple of months ago, I tried online dating on Discord and surprisingly, it worked. I met this really sweet Iraqi girl I ended up liking a lot. No, I'm not getting groomed again. I've been video calling her almost every night since October, so this time it's real. I wanted to take things to the next step, so I bought a plane ticket to go to Iraq. I was supposed to visit her this week, but unfortunately, at the last minute, some bullshit snowstorm ended up getting my flight cancelled. I tried calling her to tell her the news, but next thing you know, 47 missiles accidentally hit her. I could also say some dribble about how commercialization ruined the holiday, but that would be bullshit. I like this kind of chocolate. In the bus, in the metro, roaming towns are those lost in love holding each other. Isn't love beautiful? Coincidentally, I've been trying to explode heads with my mind in preparation for today, but that's on a total unrelated note. Yeah, love is beautiful. Someone has even said it is better to have love than to never have. I would agree, but I wonder if the same can be said for unrequited love. What good can come from loving someone who doesn't love you back? Not very much, except for growth, which is a lot. Unrequited love is when you fall in love with the wrong person. There are no winners in a one-way love. It's a miss all around. What do you do with feelings that won't be reciprocated? I guess you can store them and use them for something else. What do you do with the love from someone you don't love back in return? A lot of the time it comes from a friend or someone you know. You don't want to hurt them, but there's simply no other way. You've turned them into an executioner. It was a mistake. You misplaced your heart, and it's not your fault. There's no one to point fingers at. You meant those feelings, right? And I think it's nice. Maybe it's better looking at it with this silver lining in mind. This type of unrequited love is honestly the best case scenario because at least the grass has been paved over. Nothing can grow anymore, as opposed to silent, unspoken love. To be infatuated with someone so much without them ever knowing, it's a burden and it hurts. It grows weeds known as what-ifs. They turn your garden into a cemetery. Endless possibilities remind you of what you've missed. No matter how unrealistic they may be, they all feel equally as plausible. If only you would have spit it out, things wouldn't be this way. Truthfully, your goat is washed. I've always been someone who looks from afar. I'm a goy without stories to tell because of inaction, because I fear rejection too much. Loving someone and never telling them is like having a machine gun without any bullets, like driving a car without any petrol. When summer's over and autumn feels like winter, what do you do with this movement? I guess all you can do is mourn and cry for as many times as necessary. I mean, that's what I did. When Clavicular got frame mugged by the ASU frat leader. Literally the worst thing to happen to me this week. There's this quote from Nana that goes, "Loving someone is never a waste." I think it's beautiful to experience emotions, to live through simple feelings that feel so big, but a spade's a spade. This shit sucks. If unrequited love is a participation trophy, limerence is not even a sorry consolation prize. I hate limerence. Limerence is a cruel feeling in sheep's clothing that I never want to experience again. If I were to tell you the number of times I fell in love with someone I barely knew or just met, you would call me a whore. I've embarrassingly been under its thumb for the longest time. Whenever it happened, I thought it was just silly old me being a helpless romantic again. Misunderstandings really made me misunderstand myself. The truth is, limerence is a sickness that turns you into a weird fucking loser. What is so romantic about projecting your desires on someone and fetishizing them into the perfect dream girl? Idealizing girls makes me feel like a sick creep who should be locked in federal prison. I regret falling in love with someone who doesn't exist. But that's the thing, it's not love. It's not even sexual. It's a gross, disgusting obsession. I must be disturbed for my allies to have pictures of her, for imprinting every wall with her face, and I'm ashamed for going manic over the idea of someone. When I think of her, she's got her body, she's got her lips, but it's never her I'm seeing. And you're able to do this because she's an object. You don't say it out loud, you may not even realize it, but treating her as a blank canvas is inhumane. She represents the start of your life. How does a world turn into a shell? I feel most things in life can be explained with people's needs in mind. Limerence can be caused by numerous factors like childhood trauma and neglect, insecure attachment styles, and brain chemistry. Loneliness plays a big part of it as well. You already know, your boy Gooby is very decorated in this industry. I was a hermit neat for almost a decade. I have my Purple Heart to show. Loneliness is a home, but man, prolonged loneliness absolutely 100% ends up chipping away at your soul. It changes you for the worse. You become a wild animal, starving for interaction. You want to connect with someone so badly. You want to be seen. You want to desperately feel. It only takes a voice or a single conversation for your mind to fill the gaps with pheromones. Whenever you meet someone who gives you the decency of looking you in the eyes, the slight show of interest in you, and those crumbs become buffets. You've waited so long for this, and the high is euphoric. You realize you met her for a reason. She's the savior that will get you out of this rot and bring forth the second act. But life is not a Hollywood movie. Because sure, you did share some laughs, but it was simple chit-chat, pleasantries. But it's over now, and she's gone. Because again, life isn't a rom-com. It's a continuous live stream filled with empty silence. So when she came, she changed the rhythm. It was a nice song she played. You miss her so much, this sensation feels like a hernia. It would be sadder if it didn't make you sad, you tell yourself. And this delusion becomes all the more real. Her absence makes you hunger for more, but it never comes and worries some. A disturbing rose. Resentment. You start to resent the person you plan your life with for leaving you. She was meant to be the one to save you. Your views of her bitters and hatred phase in. But you don't give up hope because the possibility of her coming back is still in game. It's a weird mesh of hatred and admiration. She is both angel and devil. This is how the delusional thinks, unfortunately, I know too well. It's both beautiful and horrifying what the human mind can become. I think the problem is that I feel deeply, possibly too much. Maybe it's the opposite and I'm too sensitive. Glass half full, glass half empty. Or maybe it's both and the glass is overboarding. I don't know what to say anymore. I would like to think that I'm a normal guy with normal feelings that just likes to express himself, but I did sound like a psychopath, an actual fucking specimen. For real, this is probably the weirdest, creepiest, most uncomfortable thing I've ever written today, but it's the truth. This is how a deteriorated mind actually thinks. I am fine, by the way. I'm not going insane. Matter of fact, I was able to explode a soda can with my mind, so if you're in a relationship, stay inside. But for real, I'm okay. I just have a blue thumb when it comes to love and writing in general. Moral of the story, I guess, is that I'm known as Gert Boy in my hometown. I bought 3 giant tubs of yogurt. I would have bought into more for a total of 7 kilograms of gort. But security stopped me. They said, Gert Boy, please don't do this, Gert Boy. Can we get a rest in peace to my Discord girlfriend, Fatima? Yeah, if you can tell, I don't know how to end this video. It's a weird video. Do you like the song that's playing in the background? I wrote it. Alright. How's your day?